Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're taking a closer look at G2G.
Right, that huge marketplace for digital stuff, game accounts, currencies, all that.
Exactly. And we've gone through the source material because, well, there's this constant back and forth online, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Like G2G is obviously a known name, a big platform, but then you see forums just full of warnings about scams.
Yeah, it's confusing. How can it be both, right? Legitimate platform, yet risky.
So that's the core question for you, the listener. Is G2G safe?
Hmm.
What do the sources actually tell us?
Okay, so our mission here is really to quickly break down that apparent contradiction for you. The
Okay.
crucial thing is understanding the difference between G2G itself, the platform, and the risk tied to individuals on the platform.
Sellers.
Exactly, the sellers. The aim is to give you some solid, actionable knowledge so you know how to stay safe if you use it.
Okay, let's get into that distinction then. The sources are pretty clear. G2G, the company, the platform operator, it's legit. It's a real marketplace.
Yeah, absolutely. But it functions more like, say, an eBay, but for gaming goods.
Ah, okay. So G2G isn't the one selling the account or the currency directly.
Precisely. Individual sellers list their items. And that means the actual risk, the chance of getting scammed, it really depends entirely on which seller you decide to buy from.
And you see that reflected in user experiences, right? Some people say, yeah, bought an account, no problems, smooth sailing.
Mm-hmm.
Others are like, nope, got totally ripped off.
And the sources detail how they get ripped off. A big one is account reclamation.
Right, where the seller just takes the account back after selling it.
Yeah, exactly. Because maybe they still control the original email used to create it, so they wait a bit and just recover the account. Or sometimes it's simpler, just selling invalid game keys.
Okay, so that different platform versus seller is huge.
Hmm.
If G2G isn't the direct seller, then protecting yourself really comes down to, well, using the tools G2G provides and just being careful, right?
Absolutely. And that brings us to their main safety feature.
The Gamer Protect system. Let's look at that. What does it actually do for you that, say, just paying normally wouldn't?
So, Gamer Protect is essentially G2G's own escrow service. Think of it like a middleman holding the money.
Okay.
Its main job is to hold your payment for a set period, usually around 72 hours for game accounts.
Like a verification window.
Exactly. That window is critical. It gives you, the buyer, time to get into the account, change all the passwords, update security info, really lock it down before the money goes to the seller.
And if something's wrong, like
Hmm.
the account details don't work.
You report it within that window, and G2G freezes the payment. They investigate.
But, and this seems important from the sources, this system isn't foolproof on its own. It relies heavily on the buyer being really vigilant.
Oh, definitely. Just saying check reviews isn't really enough here. You need to go deeper.
So what does that look like? Advanced diligence.
Yeah, you need to look for specific things. Does the seller have G2G's trust badges? Do they have a high number of completed transactions? And crucially, what's their conflict rate? Is it low?
Right, so avoid someone who popped up yesterday and has sold 500 accounts already.
Exactly. That kind of velocity with low history, big red flag, high chance something shady is going on.
Okay. And there's one absolute rule the sources hammer home for using Gamer Protect effectively.
Yes, this is non-negotiable. Never, ever agree to pay outside the G2G platform.
Like if a seller says, hey, let's just do this through PayPal, friends and family, or crypto.
Run away. Seriously, the moment you step outside G2G's payment system, you lose all Gamer Protect coverage. All of it.
You're completely exposed then, especially to that account reclamation scam.
Totally vulnerable.
So let's wrap this up. What's the main takeaway here? G2G, the platform, is legitimate, but buying safely, that's really on you.
It is. It's about using their tools, like Gamer Protect, being super careful about who you buy, from checking those ratings, badges, history, and just maintaining a healthy dose of skepticism. You basically have to be your own security detail.
A necessary hassle for these kinds of digital goods, it seems.
Mm-hmm. And, thinking bigger picture here, it raises an interesting point. If even a platform like G2G, which has a dedicated protection system like escrow, still puts so much responsibility on the buyer, on you, to check reviews and be vigilant, what does that really tell us? Especially when the thing being sold, the digital account, can potentially be compromised after the platform says the deal is done. It makes you wonder. Maybe for digital goods, true ownership isn't just about the transaction platform. Maybe it relies more fundamentally on controlling the original underlying digital keys or credentials.
That's a really important thought. Something to definitely keep in mind next time you're browsing any digital marketplace, not just G2G.
Definitely worth considering.